scores! Stutzla, one-timer, scores!
Great save made by Gustafsson. Right here, what an awesome pass through the slot, onto the stick of Batherson. Kachuk in tight up, let's get going, scores! Brady Kachuk wins it in overtime for Ottawa.
Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon and I am your host. Today is the final video of the offseason, ladies and gentlemen, as tomorrow the Ottawa Senators NHL camp opens up, and on Thursday is when the players hit the ice for the first time, which means, ladies and gentlemen, today is the last video of the offseason, and what better way to wrap up the offseason videos with another video discussing Ottawa's long-time need with a top four defenseman. Today we're going to talk about that, but before that, I want to mention real quick, Thursday we'll have a training camp video. I don't really know how that's going to look so far, but right now it looks to be like a preview of what to look at camp. You know, I'm not going to really look at Ottawa's top six yet. That's for the season preview, down the road, closer to the season. But my video on Thursday probably will focus on some of the battles we're going to see at camp, such as, the third line left wing position, for example, the fourth line center position, Parker Kelly, Mark Kastelik. A lot of battles are taking place. So we'll go through that on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. But let's talk, ladies and gentlemen, in the final off-season video today. We're going to talk about a top four defenseman potentially, as Ian McIntyre of Sportsnet a couple days ago reported that the Carolina Hurricanes are shopping around defenseman Ethan Bear. And this got me wondering, would Ethan Bear be an option for Ottawa's top four to help fulfill their long-time need in that position? Well, let's talk. Does a trade with the Carolina Hurricanes for Ethan Bear make sense for the Ottawa Senators? Ethan Bear is a right-handed defenseman at the young age of 25, and he only has 1 year remaining on his contract at $2.2 million per year on that one-year deal. And by the way, he will be an RFA after this year, which means Ottawa will have 2 years of control over this player. So that makes Bear a real attractive option for the Senators right off the bat due to the control and the cost-effectiveness that he will give the Ottawa Senators over these next 2 years. We all know defensemen are not cheap, especially when it comes to trade and or salary. Ethan Bear fits the bill in terms of the internal budget for the Ottawa Senators, but more importantly, in terms of a long-term future. You don't want to tie yourself to a defenseman that really hasn't proven himself to be a player worth $5-6 million without seeing him play on your team. Ethan Bear gives you the option to have him in your top four at a cost-effective rate, and that's beautiful. Should be music to the ears of Pierre Dorion and the Ottawa Senators. And, look, he is a little undersized. He's 5'11", but that doesn't really have an effect on his game, as he had a Corsi percentage at 56.5 last season. By the way, having a Corsi percentage above 50% means that the team controlled the puck more often than not when you were on the ice. So basically, when Ethan Bear was on the ice, more often than not, at a good clip, the Carolina Hurricanes were controlling the play and had the puck. That Corsi percentage, by the way, was also ahead of the likes of top defensemen Devin Tays and Jacob Slavin. Now, I'm not comparing Ethan Bear to those two elite defensemen. What I am trying to do, though, is null the argument that Ethan Bear is not a good defensive defenseman, because he is. He's more well known for his offensive attributes, but he certainly can hold his own defensively too. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter coming at Ethan Bear. I've seen a lot of support to bring him in, but I've seen a lot of people call him out for not being the best defensively. Well, the advanced stats say otherwise, and more importantly, he had the second most hits in his career last season, 55 hits. His career high was 59 in his Calder year with the Edmonton Oilers. Two years ago now, he came 10th in Calder voting. He had 59 hits in that year. So 55 hits. He throws around the body too. He's certainly not afraid to be physical as well. So yeah, he's a little shorter, but he has good advanced analytics at puck possession and controlling the play, while also having a physical element to his game. This is why I believe Bear would be a perfect fit for the Ottawa Senators. Thomas Chabot does not need a superstar defensive defenseman alongside him. He just needs a defenseman that can hold their own, which Ethan Bear certainly can. And you're probably wondering, Brandon, Thomas Chabot, he's supposed to be playing with Artem Zub to start the year. Yeah, I get that, but let's be honest. If Ottawa acquires a top four defenseman, they better put Artem Zub to the second pairing to help insulate Jake Sanderson and let Thomas Chabot play with that guy. It doesn't make any other sense to acquire a top four defenseman. And by the way, if you're acquiring an Ethan Bear, you don't want to have him with Jake Sanderson, because Jake Sanderson needs a long-term vet, a guy with a lot of experience, a guy like Artem Zub, for example, that can fill in there, help insulate him, help him play his own game. But with Ethan Bear, we've seen Thomas Chabot carry much worse defensemen on their backs, or on his back anyways, in the last couple years. So Ethan Bear, with positive stats, should be a complement and not an anchor to Thomas Chabot's game. And last season, by the way, Ethan Bear played in 58 games. He compiled 5 goals, 9 assists for 14 total points, while also averaging 16.05 on the ice. So a little low in terms of time on the ice, but in his career, I believe he's averaging roughly 18 to 19 minutes. So he is able to play a good amount of time. Now, that's not obviously top line minutes, but I'm sure he's capable of doing so because the more he plays, the advanced stats show, the better he performs. And let's take a look at this. How much will it cost to acquire Ethan Bear in a trade from the Carolina Hurricanes? Well, I'm glad you asked. Great question. I would guess anywhere between a second or third round selection would get the job done to acquire Ethan Bear. Friend of the show, Bruce Garriock, confirmed the other day that Ethan Bear is in fact on the market from Carolina. So it is clear that the Carolina Hurricanes are looking to offload, the young defenseman. They're looking to trade him, which makes the cost go down. So should the Sens do it? I say yes. It's a low-risk, high-reward type of move with no real financial impact to the team long-term. Worst case, he doesn't work out, we could trade, release, waive him. But best case scenario involves Ottawa finding their long-coveted top 4 defenseman for a fraction of the expected price in terms of cap hit and acquisition price. You're going to have to trade a second or third round pick, probably trade the pick you got for Connor Brown, and you get Ethan Bear at a cost-effective rate. So basically, you traded Connor Brown for a top 4 defenseman, Ethan Bear. Seems like a fair trade to me. So, in my opinion, I'm all on board for this. If the ask is around a second or third round pick, Pierre Dorion would be crazy not to accept this trade, especially since Carolina is looking to offload a young right-handed defenseman. That is Ottawa. That has to be Ottawa. So Pierre Dorion, I hope you get on the phone and make that trade. But let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Do you want Ottawa to acquire Ethan Bear, or do you want Ottawa to acquire somebody else, or do you want them to just stand pat and not acquire anyone at all? Let me know in the comment section down below. I look forward to reading and responding, of course, to all your comments. I appreciate your support as always, and I will see you on Thursday as the final day of the offseason is here, and tomorrow the regular season kicks off. I'm so pumped up. It's going to be such a fun year, and I can't wait to have fun with you guys as the Senators look to compete once again this season. So I'll see you Thursday for the camp preview, and we'll chat then. So thank you all for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Go Sens, go.